Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? Hope I'm loud and clear. It has been. It's only been a week. I think I streamed last week, right? Um. Yeah. So, hope everybody's doing well. I know y'all gonna file in eventually, but we had some good chapters this week, right? Um, in terms of all the happenings, we actually move forward with the plot. For Urek Mazzino. Um, Neo got some shine. Uh, Obviously, Cheougeum has been like a big point in the last two chapters. And then we got this versus that I'm looking forward to with Cheougeum versus Urek. But Urek declaring that he's the strongest, because that's what I named the review, the strongest in the area. I don't know if he factored in Cheougeum or if he noticed him or not, but um, yeah, he said he's the strongest around. Even when he referred to Rahab, he said, "I'm the strongest in the area." I love that energy. Love that energy. What's up, Sleepy? But the chapters were both really good. I like both of them. Both eight out of tens. Not perfect, but great. Like great chapters. Compared to 15, 16, 17, they were not it. You know. Um, but yeah, I'm good, Sleepy. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? I'm glad to be back in the mix with dropping videos and streaming. So um, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm a little tired because I'm only on like 3 hours of sleep, and I had to go to therapy this morning. So I didn't sleep when I got home an hour ago. There's no point just lay down for an hour when I had to stream. So, but I'll be good. Trust me, I'll be good. I'm fine. So I've been looking forward to streaming and talking. So first order of business with chapter 18, right? And I hope everybody read the same translations because I saw in the community that there were a lot of confusions with vortex scans and then Christians translations. And there were a lot of back and forth for different things that people interpreted. So I hope, like, I'm going off Christian scans. I only read Christian scans. So or unknown if you guys may know them. But first order of business, Baskerville got absolutely like annihilated. Like it's not even cool how bad he got done in. Like bro, I did not expect CU to take that route with him. Like, don't get me wrong, he's just a tested he's just a test um or not even I get, well, what would you call it? A test administrator or whatever, a tester. Um, but he's also like a teacher too. Like he taught Urek how to use like a Shinsu, right? I didn't think that he would get like decimated the way he got decimated. Like bro got really done badly. Like it's really not even cool how badly he got done. Like yo, like he couldn't even put up a fight. Like there's absolutely nothing he could do. Like he tried to spray some of his Shinsu out, like his smoke against Cheougeum's, and it did nothing. Like bro, legit lost his head. Lost his head. Like real bad. Man said, "Woof woof." Did you come up with a good idea? Woof woof. Like the disrespect to that man's life is crazy work. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up. Like, bro, I still ain't get over this, right? Like, I still didn't get over this. Did you come up with a good idea? Oh, did I move it too much? There we go. Okay. And then look at this man's head. Like he carried it like a football. Like the disrespect is crazy work, bro. Crazy work. I can't believe he did him like that. Like I legit can't believe he got done like that. Yeah, he's just another reason for him to kill. Yeah, Cheougeum. Yeah, pretty much. Like he just gave him another reason, like to tear him up. And so with Cheougeum, right? And we can kind of merge the chapters a little bit. I'm a little confused on him. I don't really know what to make of him. Like it's hard to like CU's really good at like creating mystery around characters. Like that's one thing I super duper respect him for. Like he's always been really good at that. And this guy like he's one of those characters. Like I don't I don't know what his deal is, right? Because when him and Urek met in chapter 19, he introduces himself as Lapis, and so some people have earthed out that Cheougeum is like a jewel or some type of gold or something like that, and so that there's a connection with like him and like we know that the luminous ones were jewels, right? Like we know like that's where like Phantomium turned them into, right? But like his name is based on like a jewel of some type. Um, and let me see if I can Google that. Like so, is that like did I spell it right? I may have not spelled it right. Let me see if I let me make sure I spelled his name right. Just curious to see what it actually is. Cheougeum. Yeah, I spelled it right. Oh, there's a Reddit post here about it. Interesting. I don't usually read Reddit, but I might go through this in a little bit. I don't usually read Reddit, but I might go through that just to see what people are talking about in the Reddit. But um, yes, I don't know what his deal is, right? Um, we've already discovered like Magoo is definitely like one of the jewels, like is definitely like one of the like pre-luminous ones who's being turned dark, I guess. I don't know if the same is for Cheongium. Like he doesn't give final boss vibes because I would think somebody that was a previous luminous one, right? Um, they would be like give him like kind of give him boss vibes, like the like final boss vibes, right? Like Magoo is given like the build up, right? So when it comes to Cheongium, I'm not sure where to put him there, and that's why I'm confused why people are like people are like googling his with like that's where they got the name, like it means a jewel, blah blah blah, but I'm not seeing the connection on where he stands. And then it seems like Rahab is like above him a little bit in terms of standing because he's like trying to. It seems like he's not supposed to let this like the clone get away. Like the clone getting away is a problem for him because Rahab's not supposed to find out, and he's not supposed to interfere. He's trying to not interfere with the, I guess, directly with the game, with the crown game, because he doesn't want Rahab to find out. So I'm not sure, um, like what his whole deal is. He's definitely not a final boss. What's up, Loki? I think he's got one last trick up his sleeve. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm trying to figure like his whole thing out and where he falls in line in this. Um, I don't like the way he's been speaking. It seems like he's a little bit under Rahab, or he just doesn't want to get shit from Rahab. But Urek thinks he's stronger than Rahab already, right? Like Urek has kind of established that he thinks he's that guy. So this shouldn't be a close fight because I don't think that Cheongium is above Rahab. They might be like together. And you know what? How many pieces of jewels are there? How many pieces of jewels? I'll go back to chapter one. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. So there's six, right? When we see them standing in the background, how many of them are in the background? One, two, three, four, five, six. Interesting. I wonder what that means. I wonder what that means. So I don't think Rahab means anything, but there are six of them, and there are six jewels. Like that's a pretty much a fact. Now I don't think they're the luminous ones that like because Magoo. I don't know what that makes Magoo. Like I don't know what that makes Magoo. I think like Magoo looks like definitely like somebody who's a piece of jewelry. But there are six of them and six jewels. I don't. There's something there with that. So let me think of it this way. Maybe these are like the caretakers of the jewels, of their separate jewels. Maybe something like that. So like maybe like each one of them are like based on one of the jewels, right? Like maybe they're extensions of the jewels, possibly, right? So Magoo could be like something that has to do with that girl who was sitting in front of the crystal. Maybe like she's like an extension of whatever crystal that one is. Maybe Rahab has his own. Maybe Cheougeeum has his own. And like maybe there's like some type of weird experimentation that goes into all of this. Like maybe trying to recreate the actual beings from the outside in the tower. And these guys are like caretakers of their certain jewels or they're like made around it. So maybe something like that, right? That's the only thing I would assume right now because yeah, there's six of them. Like you got the one here who has pink hair and guy in the back. There's two in the back, one on the back rock. Cheongi, obviously here on the right. There's one standing on there, and then obviously we're having the sky. So six jewels and six possible caretakers or that has something to do with it. I have weird thoughts. He could be birthed from the jewel and that they're using, like a soldier and to a queen. That's a good. That's kind of along the lines of where I'm thinking about Sleepy. Like that's where I'm headed at right now. It's something along. It's something like that. Um, and obviously, like they still worship them. Like they all worship the jewels in general. But there like are people who are specific to like okay, Cheongium is to the blue one. Rahab is specifically for the pink one, right? Like, um, that's what I would assume right now. So that's interesting. Actually, when I do want to read see what this Reddit is talking about. I don't typically get on Reddit, and I want to read more up to date stuff. So this is 3 days ago. So I'd rather read stuff that was a little bit sooner. Okay, yeah. So somebody has something here, right? And let me scroll it over for y'all a little bit. I guess I don't really have to have a filter on for yeah, I don't really need to have a filter on for Reddit. So you know what? I'll pull it up in my I'll pull it up on the big screen since I don't have to have a filter on for it. Do 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 do. It still has the filter on it. Let me create another one. New source. Maybe its own source. There we go. Alright. And you can get under the camera. So I kind of just want to see what they're talking about in this Reddit. It looks like somebody, I see a little theory here that somebody might have put together. So I just kind of want to look at it and see what they're talking about. All right. That should be pretty readable. So in the latest chapters, we found out that Bandana Guy is called Lapis, and Urek is suspicious that he is one of the gemstones. I was researching and found out that Lapis is a metaphoric rock prized as a semi-precious gemstone for its deep blue color and golden flecks, and there is one jewel on the Phantom Mana that looks like that. So is that the middle one? Is that the middle one that I'm assuming, or maybe it's the one to the left? Other thing that I saw is that the winged tree is some kind of a tree. There is a wing below. Wait, what? I saw this winged tree. Is some kind of tree. There's a wing below. Jewel could be related to making a walkie song. Wahai song. What if Bayek Ryun was a gem, but he somehow turned out to be normal again and became friends with Urek? Maybe Fanta let Magoo's stone on floor 2 and Winged Tree stone on floor 77, and then Urek found it while climbing the tower. That's actually a pretty interesting theory there. I like this. So Bayek being from a gemstone. Okay. I kind of like the idea of that. I kind of like the idea of that. Because Bayek. Okay, so the standing theory that most people, and I'll say most, but a lot of people are, is that the princess is Bayek Ryun, right? That's a big thing that a lot of people think right now. But it doesn't seem like Bayek. Like I don't know. I have to assume at this point in the story, right? Like in the actual tower, that Bayek is not a thing. Like Bayek doesn't exist on the list right now, right? We would assume that Bayek got high on the rankings after meeting Urek, right? And that they created Wahai Song. Like I would assume like that's what it is. I don't think that Bayek's a thing right now. There's no way for us to find out, but I don't think that's a thing. Like they're already ranked as a person. So if that's not the case, and Bayek is supposedly not somebody who's not an irregular, because most of the people up top are either in a group or an irregular. So maybe, and there also has to be a specialty to them, right? So like for example, Adori is a Zahar princess, right? That gives her a bit of special, makes her special. Like same thing with any. They're Zahar princesses, so they have Zahar's blood. They're not just regulars, and they're like children of actual irregulars. So they're special. Like while they're born in the tower, they're technically tower born. They're the seeds of irregulars. Bayek is like outside of that realm, right? She's not an irregular. She's not the child of an irregular or whatever Bayek is. I'm saying a woman, but so Bayek being a top tier person and being from a gemstone that Phantominium created, I could believe that. That's something I could actually go for. I could actually probably go for that. I still like the idea of Bayek being the princess that we're talking, the pink hair princess. But I also like this gemstone idea. Maybe even a little bit more than the princess idea. I can see that being a possibility, and I would actually go for that. What do you think about the whole thing with Neo? We'll get to that. We'll get to the Neo stuff. because Neo had this. I feel like the chapter 19 at least was a big Neo focused chapter. Him saying the people in the first life, the lie implies that he's lived multiple lives, right? I talked about that in a little bit in the review. If he's actually a gemstone, he might not even be aware of it. Neo being a gemstone? No, there's something with Neo. There's something with Neo and him looking like V. He looks like V. Like there's no denying that he looks like V. There's something with Neo and looking like V. Like there's something there with that. And that's one thing I'm super curious about. I'm more along the lines of like Zenu when it comes to that, because he really does look like V. Like he looks like Bomb, he looks like V. Like that's what I see when I see him being active. But this is a really good theory. I like the idea of this. Any replies in here? The one in the middle is shown in the panel with the long haired dude in the Urek squad when he says stuff about ignorance and chaos. He's talking about Neo. So wait, is this Jewel present in chapter 19? Hold on. That's the same Jewel in chapter 19? That Magoo's coming from? It is that one. It is that one. Okay. So it's the blue one. Interesting. I didn't even peep that the chapter where they reviewed it, but I didn't peep which one it was. But so it is that one. That's interesting. So if he's being made dark, what's the connection with Neo? I don't understand. I'm trying to put the pieces together, and it's just, God, CEO is so good at creating a mystery and people trying to figure it out. Like I don't understand what the connections are. I really don't. Chaos is born out of ignorance. And what about Cheougeum in chapter 18? Actually, I'm gonna scroll down here real quick. Because he had a moment too, right? Where he was talking about it. Oh, that's one thing I do want to talk about. This is absolutely one thing I want to talk about. The administrator must have realized the existence of the ascetics. That is one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about that. What is the deal with that? What is the deal with the administrator not knowing about? So he pretty much told us that this is the administrator does not know about them. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible? I I find that to be so incredible that an admin doesn't know what's going on this floor. I find that so hard to believe. Unless it's in like a red dump type of spot, right? Like that's the only other example that we have from the regular story is the red dump, which is hidden in between the floors, not actually on the floor. You're telling me that there's an island on the second floor or an area on the second floor where people are being used, and it doesn't sound like in a legal way, right? Like, for example, when we saw Cheougeum in chapter 2 throw a Shinsu spear at the clone guy and literally meant to kill him, but didn't kill him. That's how we arrived at this situation in the first place. He meant to kill him. Why it was weird. Because Cheougeum is technically, he should be a ranker, right? So he's already shown that he's ranker level. So him killing a random person, okay, this person's not a regular, but there still should be. I'm pretty sure in the story there are checks and balances for rankers just killing people who are not rankers or regulars. There are checks and balances for. There's got to be checks and balances for that. You can't just be a ranker and like let's just say you were born on the second floor or whatever, and you're just a second floor inhabitant, but you're not a regular. There's got to be a check and balance for you to just kill people who exist. Like that can't be a thing. So I'm I'm at wit's end here when it comes to this. Like, what does this mean? Maybe it's a Phantominium thing. Maybe it's an Axis thing. Maybe he created a planet outside of the admin's like view. That would be tough. That would be amazing because he's connected here, right? Phantominium's connected here somehow with this island and the power of darkness or whatever, and Magoo and everything. Obviously, with the Magoo crystal, Phantominium is absolutely connected. So maybe Phantominium created a haven or a place where they can't be tracked outside the administrator. Bro, that would be crazy work. That would be crazy work. That would be crazy work. If to think about it, that would be crazy. So you're telling me that Axis users like Fanta has the ability to do things outside of admin's control? Like granted, irregulars can break rules, right? That's the thing. They're not all powerful, but they can break rules. Phantominium is a god, literally a god from the outside. Urek kind of falls under that a little bit too. But the fact that if Phantominium is able to do shit like create spaces or create an exit wherever he wants, like, because that's where we started, that's where the lines get a little muddy when it comes to creation, right? If he's able to create an island on the second floor that the administrator cannot see, that's groundbreaking shit. That who's to say that there aren't places on other floors where he's created spaces where people are hidden? Who's to say he hasn't done that? That would be wild shit. Um, what if Phantom is actually a pretty cool dude? He's not doing anything evil. He's trying to help Urek, and his message and messaging everything up. Urek is the only one who cares about this distant fight. That's true. It could be the same concept as Bomb being the evil one. Like Urek is just as evil as Bomb is. It could be that. I do not think that they don't know is that they don't care. They're bored is entertainment for them. I don't think so though. I don't think so. I don't think the admins operate that way. I don't think they operate that way. I could be wrong, but everything that we've seen to me, it doesn't seem like they operate that way. Like there's no way, right? The ranker system is a system that involves the hard empire and the administrators. It's all a part of the Zahar Empire, the agreement, everything. So you basically created these people. You got them this strong by conducting your tests or whatever, and you're just gonna let them just kill people on the floors? There's no way that's a thing. There's no way that's a thing. No way I believe that's a thing. I can't believe that. But Phantominium, being an Axis user, can create places or create his own areas outside of admin's views. It sounds likely right now. That sounds likely. Like, that really sounds likely. We absolutely know, positively know he's involved, right? He's a godlike being, got way godlier than Urek is currently. If we were to take the literal meaning of Axis, the literal meaning of Axis is like being able to like basically create your own story, or in my instance, it would be imagination, right? It would be literally like Gus Dang's pen times up a million. Like, you can literally create life if you wanted to. So my thought process is right now is that Phantominium on the second floor created a space, this island, outside of the gods' views. So, because the way that Mr. Liu talks about the island is the place forgotten by the gods. What does that mean? Forgotten by the gods. Who are the gods? The gods can be literally interpreted as Phantominium or Zahar Empire or right? A place forgotten by the gods. So to me, I'm more along right now. I'm standing on the lines that it's a space that Phantominium created. It operates outside of the gods' views, which I would consider me. I consider the admins gods. So it operates outside of their eye, and they can't see what's happening on it, or they don't know of its existence. That's this kind of lines up with what Cheougeeum says. The administrators haven't realized that the existence of the ascetics. That's crazy. That's actually some groundbreaking shit. So you know what comes with that? Like you could literally do anything. You could literally do anything. I This makes me wonder. Like, what if this has all to do with the creation, or I don't know if it could be related to Bomb or not? Because, like, okay, Neo looks like V, right? Neo V, there's something there. It literally could be. It literally could be. Like, this is all the fundamentals of making Bomb. I can't. My mind's kind of racing with explosions right now. I gotta wait a couple chapters before I come up with my theory, because my mind's working a little bit now. I'm gonna wait at least another 3 chapters before I come up with a theory. I'm gonna do a theory video what I think, because there's something there with these crystals. I mean, the jewels, Bomb. The point of this with Phantominium, like the point of creating these guys, I know like the initial thought for a lot of people was like the reason why Phantominium is like doing this is for Urek's sake, right? Is for this like the sake of getting him stronger so he can turn him into a jewel later. But I'm starting to think it's bigger than that. Especially since Urek reached the heights of the tower, right? He reached the ultimate strength of the tower. This is good. This is good. I like the creative way we're spinning this story. This absolutely is going to have something to do with Bomb too. No way it doesn't. Have some Tylenol in here. A bit of a headache growing on me. I don't have any in here. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Here we go. So yeah, a lot of creativity going there. I'm gonna formulate a theory what I think about this and how it relates to Bomb later on. But going back into the chapters, right? So chapter 18. Um, so I'm not sure what happens next, right? Because I don't know what you guys may think what happens next with Evelyn taking over the queen, and the queen doesn't want to give up the crown. So this creates a dilemma because none of the regulars are taking the crown from the queen. And it's exactly what Urek told the princess. It's like, well, we can't beat the queen. None of us can beat the queen. Rahab created this situation, so it's his fault that we are where we are. So what what are the next steps? Like if we lose the game, nobody gets to sit on the throne, then nobody sits on the throne. It's Rahab's fault. He created this scenario. Um Evelyn's gonna walk towards the throne after trying to find this clone. Now this clone is gonna try to set Lou up. That's gonna be a little bit interesting. So Cheougeum made the clone. He told this clone a plan or some type of plan um, before he let him go, before Urek arrived. So I wonder what that entails. We see the clone run out. Him and Mr. Lou stop, and they possibly have a conversation because Evelyn's gonna like recognize him. I don't know if this guy's gonna reach out to try to kill Lou or if he's gonna try to like capture. He's gonna do something to Lou, and I have no idea what it is. I wonder if he brings up like where they're from. He guilt trips them or something like that. How do we escape? Something's gonna happen. There's something that Cheougeum got that guy to agree to that he's gonna do, and he hasn't shown any aptitude for Shinsu or any power or anything. So I can't see how he'll take Lou or fight Lou. I'm just calling him clone. Yeah, you don't have to copy me. You can call him ascetic or whatever the term is. Feel free to call him that because that's what Cheougeum refers to him to. I'm just calling him a clone because he looks like Lou and he dresses like Lou. So I'm just calling him clone. You feel free to call him what you want. Don't mind me with that. The way Mr. Lou was talking, you seem like he's going to kill him. Yeah, and yeah, because Lou's reaction to it was very dramatic, right? Like, let's pull that up real quick. Lou's reaction to it was extremely dramatic, more dramatic than I thought he would have reacted. Oh, I forgot, Mr. Lou. Yes, I met a guy in this place who was wearing the same clothes as you, Mr. Lou. What? Where is that person now? Well, he was with me a moment ago, but he disappeared. Let's go and look for him right away. Ah, yes. Misty Urek, could you help out? Yep, usually, like, look at him in the back. He looks nervous. And they enlisted the help of other people. We'll find him soon. Ah, thank you, Miss Evelyn. Let's go, Queen. Miss Evelyn, by any chance, did you hear anything about that man? I gotta know. I gotta know, man. It could have been because the whole nervous about the curse thing, but still, yeah, I gotta know what this is about. It's got to be like fish out of water type of thing. It's got to be a fish out of water type of thing. Like Lou is not supposed to be here. I don't think Lou's supposed to be here. Lou escaped, and maybe and and there's also like what's going on with Rahab with this, right? Because the way the way that Cheongium tells it, Rahab knows what's going on, and he's letting this clone like exist in as a regular. And what does that mean? Oh, see you, you're killing me with this mystery, man. Like the mystery, like see you should really write like a mystery novel, like a couple. He should write some mystery novels. He's really good at this type of thing. Hmm. Yeah, to me it sounds like Lou escaped outside of, or maybe Rahab helped him escape. But then there's also Neo, who's also been literally in front of the Magoo crystal. So Neo has literally been in the camp and apparently has had a little bit of free reign too. So how is that? How is it that he's a regular and he's out to kill somebody too? Is he out to kill Magoo? Would Neo be out to kill Magoo? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking too many questions. I don't know the answer to. I don't know. But Neo did have he had a really good chapter. For sure. Like 100% had a really good chapter. Um, I like the plan that they came up with. I like the fact that he did the beeping sound with his pocket to throw the regulars off and cause the chaos that he caused. That was a really good plan by him. Really big points for him. Also, I like the Dolphin Queen. She got a mouth on. I respect her. I hope Evelyn steals and takes her. Yeah, the Dolphin Queen is funny as hell. Like, yeah, you fucking pest. Like, you fucking pest. Really, really cool. Really played the princess really badly because she thought she had something. And now, okay, another fight that's happening. While Urek's going to be fighting Cheougeum, the princess is going after Neo. That's going to be lit. So Neo versus the princess, and then Cheougeum versus Urek. Two fights that are going to be really, really good in these next couple chapters. Do I think Neo can take the princess? I low-key think he can. I low-key think he might be able to. Now, we haven't seen her go all out, and we know that she's special, but Neo has, like, a big unknown factor with him. And the fact that, like, he comes literally from the island, I don't know. Gotta make for a good fight, though. Um, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, give me one sec. All right. Yeah. So, is there anything else to discuss? With the chapters. I get everything. I talked about Baskerville. Oh, this lady. So I saw like in my comment section, right? There's some people who thinks that this lady is up to something. Um, and I think so too. There's something weird with her, right? Um, so first of all, most characters who are overly nice usually give themselves up, and it's something that CU's done before. Anybody who's overly nice usually has something in the background with them, right? They usually have some type of sick mindset or like some evilness behind them. And it's also the way she's dressed too. She's definitely dressed way differently than everybody else. There's something there with that. She seems like she's working where we're at possibly. Hey guys, why is no one points out that the fact that that regular is flying? A flying fisherman, a princess. This is very different from the general test supervisor said. So you guys remember this, right? So let's pull some screenshots, right? So when did Rahab tell the test advisors that there was nobody special amongst the regulars? The only time he did that when he was standing on the rock with Cheougeum and the rest of the group. That's when he said that. So how is she aware of this? That he said this. Now, I'm pulling up the rock in chapter 2, and I want to see. I want to see one of these rocks in the background could be her. One of these people sitting on the rock could be her. The one in the back. The one in the back. This one. I don't know if you guys can see it on my screen, but the one in the back. That could be her. Because this one has pink hair. That's a guy with that. Yeah, no, but doesn't have long hair on the left. The middle one, the clothing doesn't fit. That's Cheougeum. It's her in the back. That's got to be her in the back. I think that's her in the back. Yeah, that her clothing matches that. I think that's her. She's in on it for sure. And it'd be stupid of Rahab to not have a second person who can help him. Um, so Rahab's like right, the general test supervisor, right? It'd be stupid for him not to have a second person in like the testing advisors not help him like sort out like bad people or whatever their objective is, because we don't know what their objective is, but that's her. I believe that's her. I'm high quality to believe that that's her in the background. That's her in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's her. Interesting. Very interesting. Very good stuff. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Um, I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah, I talked about all of this. Talked about her going out. I talked about the Lapis stuff. Urek versus Cheougeum. Yeah, I think I covered everything. We know Urek has a soft spot for women. He likes the princess, but she's doing too much killing his friends. A man sipping can only go so far. Um, yeah, but I don't think he sees her that way. I don't think he sees her as healthy competition. I think they're good. I think he really sees her as healthy competition. I don't see him doing anything with the princess. Like I think they're going to be okay. Right now, that seems his homie. Even though like she's the only one with the problem, she has a problem with him. I don't see there being any real beef with them. Not now, at least. She just wants to prove herself to him. Like she proved that she's better and she doesn't need him. She has an ego, and she's shown her ego in chapter 18 when she tried to demand the crown from the queen. Like she has an ego. Um, but yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it. It was just been basically been you and Loki, sleepy, us three. And that's okay. I don't do this for the views. I just do it because it's a hobby. So, um, but yeah, I think that's it for the stream. It'll always be nice to have more people, to obviously further the conversation. But I think I'm good. So, yeah, I am going to do. I posted it on the YouTube post, community post. I am gonna do an Endorsey fall off video. I've decided to do that. A video talking about how Endorsey had the hardest fall off of any character in season three. Um, for when she started out in season one as like one of the best characters, and in season two she had a good showing, and in season three she just dropped off the face of the earth when it comes to like what she was used for, the plot and everything. She was just not it. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video based on that. I'll probably drop it next week, so look out for that. Um, and then I will be I haven't read Orv in like a month, so I will be getting back into Orv, and I'll probably do some reviews on Orv as well. But yeah, I think I'm good for the today, guys. So, thank you, Sleepy. Thank you, Loki. Anybody watching this back, obviously, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, back into the content mill. So I'm about to go. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'm gonna get back to work. So if you guys want to reach me, please do use my community posts tab now. I have a community tab on YouTube. So you guys can post in my community tab and start conversations.